Hey, it's Zave. I'm kinda late with this cause, well, I've been doing something else. Come on, Gold Ship, come on, pull ahead, you're 6th place, pull ahead, baby, pull ahead, come on. Oh my god, come on. Let's go, she's pulling out, that's my baby, that's my baby. Come on, Gold Ship, let's go first place, we take first place, right, we take the first place. But I finally pulled myself together and got this video done. So let's get right into it. As always, let's do a quick recap first before we go into the new stuff. Kartathea went down to Septimont because some suspicious stuff is going on there. She gets pulled into an alternate version of events where the Dark Tide took hold. We follow her there and appear to be in a different version of events as well, one where the Dark Tide hasn't taken hold yet. We find out from Falova that there is a way to prevent what's going on, and she gives us this book to help us straighten out the timeline. As for why, we don't really know yet. I'm assuming they're trying to set up something redeemable for her so we have an excuse to pull her because, you know, these games won't let us pull villains. We partner up with Lupa and we win the same tournament that Mia won all those years ago. Meanwhile, in the other timeline, Kartathea confronts Cristofaro, and that's where the story stopped. Now, in this most recent update, we pick right back up where we left off. We won the tournament just like Mia did, so now we must go to this ceremonial area where the frequencies and weapons of past warriors are laid to rest. The same area seems to be where the suspicious frequencies that we've been feeling are coming from. Turns out it's an entrance to a Sonarosphere. Basically, a Sonarosphere is like a little pocket dimension. We find out that Cristofaro's forte is that he can create these Sonarospheres that contain an alternate version of reality, but there are a few catches. Number one, there has to be a near identical event in reality mirrored in the Sonosphere to use as an anchor point for the alternate timelines to branch out. Number two, the events happening in the Sonarosphere cannot stray too far from the events happening in reality. And number three, Cristofaro's grasp on the Sonarosphere can be weakened if he's interrupted or impeded in any way. So we find out that Mia is basically corrupted by the Threnodian, and she was going to bring about the Dark Tide. So in an effort to stop that from happening, she takes things into her own hands and ends herself. Cristofaro uses this sequence of events as a baseline for his Sonarosphere and creates an alternate timeline where Lupa is the catalyst for the Dark Tide instead of Mia. The version of events where they succeed is where Kartathea is, but because of Kartathea's strength and ability, she's able to disrupt Cristofaro's plans just enough for us to have time to figure out what's going on. The book that Falova gave us clearly lays out all of the events so we can easily track what's happening and when. We separate Lupa and the Threnodian's influence, send Lupa back into the alternate reality, and she defeats the Threnodian's reawakened vessel and saves the day. Cristofaro's plan was to have the Threnodian awaken the Dark Tide in the Sonarosphere, and once it does, it'll become strong enough to bring that version of events to reality. Luckily, we stopped it, but now we need to know one thing. Why are they doing all this? That was a quick summary of what happened. Overall, the narrative was a solid 9 out of 10. It was really damn good and intriguing. Now let's get into the things I really liked about it. First of all, Lupa. She was a hard sell for me. Her design is really good, but it's not to my specific taste. And the same goes for her animations. Really good, but nothing that appeals specifically to me. The first half of the story gave her a bunch of cool moments and made her seem really badass, but what made me pull her was the second part of the story. That's where the character writing really took stage. I really like the differences and similarities between Kartathea and Lupa. Kartathea is someone who takes her knighthood very seriously. Nearly everything she does is in the name of a knight's duty and honor. Her honor as a knight is one of the most important things to her. Lupa is the same. She's a gladiator, and that identity is what shapes her entire character. She has a deep love and appreciation for the warrior culture of Septimont and will do anything to protect it. She values strength and honesty and believes nothing matters more than being true to yourself on the battlefield. And that holds true throughout this entire story. And her speech at the end that she gives when she's facing the Threnodian, actual peak. That shit was amazing. I had goosebumps. I had to pull for her and her weapon. Cristofaro was also another highlight of this arc. Surprisingly good. Now, I know he'll never be playable because these games don't allow true villains to be playable characters. They always have to be misunderstood or redeemable, but even as an NPC, Cristofaro is absolutely amazing. He is an evil and remorseless villain. He had Mia's corpse dug up from the ocean and used it in experiments just so they could reawaken the Threnodian. He's made it clear that he has no qualms about civilian casualties and cares very little for morality. The only thing he cares about at all is making an interesting story, and he will do whatever he can to make that happen. I really hope they don't try to make him seem not that bad or morally gray. Having a true truly evil villain is so refreshing, and taking him down is going to be the most satisfying thing ever. The final thing I really like about the story was the after stories. Those were amazing. Once we finish the main quest, we can go visit Lupa, Kartathea, and Wuthering. Lupa is drunk in her hotel room, so we hang out with her a bit and talk about how she feels about her life as a gladiator and essentially the idea of like living with regrets and living without regrets. Kartathea reveals that her adoptive parents are actually here in Septimont, but had their memories wiped, so she just watches them from a distance. Happy that they're safe, but also a bit sad that she'll never have that family experience. Wuling just kinda leaves and doesn't really give us much information. We'll certainly see her again in the near future, but it's clear that she wasn't supposed to be a main character in this arc. And finally, Rover's role in all of this. In the first half of this story, it seemed like we were going to step in and just do everything, but that's actually not even close to what happened. We certainly helped out, but this was all Lupa's story. She was quite literally the protagonist of this arc, and that was a nice change of pace. I like the idea of Rover being a strong supporting character for the limited 5 stars, while never understating his importance. It's a hard balance to strike, but they did it well this time. An awesome story isn't all that this update brought though. It also brought my favorite event / game mode to date, Banners Never Fall. It's a new permanent game mode that places a bunch of enemies across an area with banners. As you go through the map, defeat enemies and claim banners, you level up, and the more you level up, the more buffs you get. Once you claim all the banners in an area, you can challenge the boss of that area. Each boss also has different modifiers to make the fight even harder and more interesting. The best part though is that you can challenge these bosses whenever you want. So if you want to fight them underleveled for a good fight, you can. I did all of them underleveled except for Arsinosa. She completely shredded my shit, put me into the ground. I had to go back and grind just to fight her. She was crazy. There's also the virtual crisis event going on, which lets us challenge multiple bosses at once with various modifiers, and that was fun too. Fighting a Fallacy, Inferno Rider, and Impotence Heron all at the same time was ridiculous. The combat events are always great, and there's no different here. The final event we got was the Peaks of Prestige event. It's essentially a card game / auto battler game mode where you construct decks of monsters and then pit them against each other. I believe this is a test run, and if this event is successful, it'll probably be implemented as a permanent PvP game mode, but that's just a guess for me. I'm personally not the biggest fan of card games, so once I get all the rewards, I stop playing the event, but I talked to my friends who do like card games, and they all said that it was an enjoyable experience, so take that as you will. That's about everything that this new update brought. It's a banger patch overall. Septimont was peak, the story was peak, characters were peak, events were peak. This is arguably the best patch Wu's had to date. Now I'm just excited to see what Augusta's gonna bring to the table and what kind of story we're gonna get from her. That's gonna be all for me. I'm dipping out. Bye. All right, baby. If I don't lose 50-50, I'll go for a weapon. But if I lose 50-50, I'll still get her and then just skip out on her weapon. Nah, we straight to the 10, straight to the 10. Oh shit.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You got 18K. You got 18K.
All right, yeah, we chill. That's 10 now.
You didn't even touch the 18K. So yeah, now you good. See right here.
So what do you touch it?
What do you to spend money?
Ooh. What that is? Oh wow, that's a little disrespectful.
You got to go.
Oh,
you got to go.
Oh, go. That's a word.
She just wanted you to spend some money on her. That's it.
Oh, okay, type shit. Oh. All right. Yeah, 3. That's 3 down.
Don't worry. You're not even like less than 10K. So you're good.
Type shit. And this
might be the one.
I feel it. Honestly, like on nothing. I put it on nothing.
Yeah. Like I don't really got nothing to put it on anyways.
Ooh, that's 40 deep already. All right, let's hit 50. Hey, 50 something light.
Oh yeah, 50. Yeah, we not gonna get pity. We not gonna get pity.
Oh.
All right, what it is?
Yeah. All right, but look, at least
60. Yeah, 60.
I didn't even drop below 10K though. Like this ain't even that bad. Cause I didn't even drop. Fuck. Wait, I think that's literally. Yeah. Was that 60 or 70? I think we're at.
That was a 60 or 70.
All right, let me see. It should reset. Fuck. All right, that's fine. All right. All right, so we got to dip a little bit below. Oh no, we still at 10. We still above 10K, and we get it right here. We still above 10K. We get it right here. Fuck.
Yeah.
Full pity Lupa.
That's that pity Lupa.
Full pity Lupa.
Let's see what your Lupa look like.
Hey.
Maybe she got 2 dolls next to her face.
Look, hey, I'm gonna keep it a stat. If you're gonna make me lose 50-50, at least let it be Calcharo. That's all I'm saying. At least let it be Calcharo.
I think Encore has a C in her name.
No, Calculator or Lupa, nothing more, nothing less. Calculator or Lupa. Calculator or Lupa. Calculator or Lupa. Calculator or Lupa. Let's go!
Like to see it.
All right, bro. Oh my god.
Now the question is, are you gonna get that? Now, are you gonna spin to get that weapon?
Yeah, because I didn't. I might max pity, but I didn't lose 50-50, so we'll do it.